All around this is just stupid.
Telling the truth.
Well, you gave a version of what happened.
What I've done these last 2 weeks, it really hit me hard Thanksgiving morning when I woke up and realized that I wasn't going to be able to see my kids for the holiday.
Did you really think I was going to buy your story?
I'm going to be honest with you, no.
Then why'd you keep doubling down?
I don't know. I've got kids that I want to be able to see.
Had you just told the truth?
Yes, sir.
Anything else you want to say before I sentence him? Sentence you.
You're not going to believe the excuse this guy gave after cutting off his court-ordered ankle monitor. First, he tried to claim it was some kind of knife accident involving a pair of socks. When that story quickly fell apart, he confessed to a fix that sounds like it came straight out of cartoon. Judge Simpson is not buying a single word of it. Watching the defendant desperately try to explain his so-called logic is honestly painful. But that's not even the wildest part. Just when it seems like another classic dumb criminal moment, the victim steps forward and completely shifts the tone of the entire hearing. Let's get into it.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed, state your name for the record, please.
Timothy Reed III.
This was adjourned out due to a bond violation for a tether tamper. I am asking the court if Mr. Reed can plead no contest to that for potential criminal and civil liability.
I'm not going to have no problem. I will not have a problem with a no contest plea to the violation, although I have some concerns that there is not an admission as to what he may have done in this particular case, because initially I was receiving information that he had not cut the strap, but
I'll tell you, Mr. Reed, I think is ready for that. My advice to him is a no contest plea because of this, the liability. He was informed when the tether was placed that if he tampers with it, he can be charged. I know Your Honor have seen people be charged. So that's my concern right now, is with the potential of that.
okay, that I understand what your concern may be. I'm just telling you how I'm going to be viewing that, because as I look at the pictures, it's clear to me it's cut. It's also clear to me that explanation of it being, I think it was a Milwaukee knife, it doesn't fit, because the pants would have had to have then been ripped, and his excuse that there were then two pair of socks is just not. So.
Well, given that,
I'll accept there's no contest plea to the violation. I'm not saying that I won't.
Yeah. Would Your Honor give me a chance to speak with him in holding, and he can decide what he wants to do given what the court has said?
I think because we have to wait, because we got one Spanish at the end. Anyway, back. Okay, yeah, I'll take it back.
Okay. Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Penny on behalf of Mr. Reed, who is approaching. State your name for the record, please, Mr. Reed.
Timothy Reed III.
All right.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Excuse me. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with Mr. Reed in holding. I have explained all of his options, and I think he wants to move forward and admit to the violation today.
Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
You did not, and the violation would be that the tether was cut.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
All right, and you admit to that.
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to say before I sentence him on this?
I'm going to let him speak on his own behalf. After our hearings prior to the holiday, he did call me and kind of give me the lowdown on everything. I think he's incredibly remorseful for not being completely frank with myself and Your Honor. He's been in custody for 2 weeks now. He knows he needs to be better, is dedicating himself to doing that moving forward. He really does want to get out of custody and get back to work to support his children. He said this is the amount of time he's been away from his children, and that's been one of the hardest things that he's had to experience during this whole ordeal. But I think the time that he's had to think has really put things into perspective. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Reed, because I think hearing from him directly will emphasize that.
Go ahead.
So yes, I did intentionally cut the tether, but once I did it, something snapped in my head, and I realized I was like, what am I doing? Like, I know this is wrong, and I immediately got a hold of the emergency tether line. I called them, told them, what happened, and they had me send.
Well, you gave a version of what happened.
Yeah, a version instead of telling the truth, which I definitely need to do point blank. Because when you don't tell the truth, it just makes things worse. I did send pictures in. I still went to community corrections the next morning to get a new tether and still showed up to court. I've definitely had a lot of time to reflect on what I've done these last 2 weeks. It really hit me hard Thanksgiving morning when I woke up and realized that I wasn't going to be able to see my kids for the holiday. And then I called my sister to ask if the kids were going to be at my family's Thanksgiving. And then when I found out that they weren't and I wasn't going to be able to talk to them that day, that also hit me really hard. And realizing that I don't take accountability for my own actions and actually do what I'm supposed to, it's never going to get any better.
Did you really think I was going to buy your story?
I'm going to be honest with you, no.
Then why'd you keep doubling down?
I have no idea, sir.
I mean, I'm looking at the cut on it, and I had it pretty much figured out.
Yeah, I even got super glue from the store to try to super glue it back together. And then I realized that wasn't working, so...
Did this guy seriously just say he went to the store to buy super glue to fix a government-issued tracking device? That might be the most Looney Tunes logic ever spoken in a courtroom. He openly admits he snapped, cut it off, then immediately panicked and thought some crazy glue might fool the satellite. What makes it even funnier is that he admits it didn't work. Shockingly. But the fact that he even tried says everything about his problem-solving skills. Judge Simpson is staring at him like, are you actually serious right now? Because you can't just arts and craft your way out of felony bond violation.
I mean, what were you thinking when you just decided you were going to cut it?
I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't plan on running or anything. I've got kids that I want to be able to see and out of this whole process and be able to continue on with life and not get in trouble again. I know what I did was completely wrong and it should have never happened in the first place.
Had you just told the truth over here, on November 17th?
Yes, sir.
Probably would have been out for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I realized that.
All around this is just stupid.
Yes, sir.
Anything else you want to say before I sentence him?
Nothing, Your Honor. I'd ask that the court sends him to credit for time served and reinstate his personal bond. As we say at the bench, he's being seen by Judge Perry on Wednesday. His bond there is denied. She's kind of indicated she's waiting to see what Your Honor does.
Sentence you to 14 days, Westmont County Jail. Credit 14 days served. Your previous bond with its conditions is reinstated. Ma'am, you are trying to address the court. What is she?
And that's correct, Your Honor. The victim is present to address the court if the court wanted to hear from her.
Yeah. What are we going to do on this?
I'm asking for final settlement.
Are you going to be ready Friday?
We asked for that date if the people will be ready, but I know it's...
All right. Then I'll set jury final settlement conference.
What do you say?
December 5th. Today's the 1st. It keeps going on in my head.
It's already December. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
That wasn't my point, but okay, disparity. December 5th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, in this case, will take place December 8th, 2025 at 8:30. Did you want to address me as to bond? Hello.
Just wanted to let you know because he's been in jail.
Can you state your name?
Oh, sorry. Rosa Bannock.
Yes.
I'm going to try not to cry because I am in that state right now. But because he's been in jail, I have lost my job. I really just hope that you can release him. And I've also been sick for like the last 2 weeks. My kids have been obscenely misbehaving because they miss him. And my daughter has a neurodegenerative disease, doesn't understand what's going on. Her speech has gotten worse. It was getting better.
Okay, this just took a really dark turn. And honestly, it's heartbreaking to watch. We went from laughing at the superglue story to realizing that his stupidity is actually making his family homeless. His mother is standing there listing a neurological disease, losing her job, and having zero support, all because he couldn't keep a monitor on his leg. What makes it so frustrating is that he's the one who messed up, but she's the one paying the full price. She even describes him as manic, which explains a lot, but it doesn't change the fact that she's drowning while he's sitting in jail.
And I just need him released so I can work and pay rent.
I understand that, but you also understand how it turned out that he ended up in custody.
Yeah, that's his I mean, that was his.
No,
Oh, that. No, anyways, but seriously, like, if I become homeless again, because I can't pay rent, the only way my kids can be safe and still be able to go to school, because shelters are probably full right now, is that he goes back to his sisters, because we have a great co-parenting thing where he takes them on the weekends. His sister already agreed, because she knows the situation, to take the kids, but he has to be there. I have no help. My dad's in Serbia. My mom's unreliable. My car has been broken down for months now. I don't have anywhere to go with my kids. I can manage myself, but I can't manage myself with my kids because I don't have any support.
I understand. And quite frankly, back on the 17th, I wish I hadn't had to do what I did.
And I think he, at this point, has learned. He is pretty, I think he's just manic, and that's probably why he did that, to be honest.
What?
Manic. He has bipolar. Well,
all right. Okay.
I'm being serious.
Well, he's going to get out.
Okay.
Okay.
Can it be before Friday?
He's getting out of jail?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to let him go today.
Oh.
You want me to keep him till Friday?
No.
You got something to do?
No. I ended up getting a new job. It's only part-time, but I work Friday, and they don't go to school on Fridays.
I sentenced him to 14 days, credit 14 served,
Okay.
stated his previous bond conditions.
Thank you.
All right.
I really appreciate it.
He will be out as of today at whatever point the jail releases him.
Okay.
Okay?
I really appreciate it. I'm serious.
Not a problem. All right.
I'm just stressed.
Yes. All right. Take care.
That hearing was a complete roller coaster. It started off ridiculous and ended in something genuinely sad. At first, you almost laugh at the idea that glue could fix a GPS tracker. But then the real-world consequences of his snap decision come crashing in. And honestly, credit to Judge Simpson here. He showed a lot of grace by releasing the defendant for time served. And it's clear he did it because keeping him locked up would have completely destroyed the mother and the children. That's a brutal position for any judge to be in. You want to enforce the law, but you don't want to be the reason a sick child ends up in a shelter. This defendant is incredibly lucky to have people fighting for him, but he really needs to get his life together before he runs out of chances. So what do you think? Did he get off too easy, or was this the right call for the kids?